Question number 21. Root 2 minus root 3 into root 3 plus root 2 is option A rational number, option B whole number, option C irrational number, and option D natural number. Root 2 minus root 3 into root 3 plus root 2. Now root 3 plus root 2 is same as root 2 plus root 3. That's equal to root 2 minus root 3 into root 3 plus root 2. You can write it as root 2 plus root 3. Now this is of the form a minus b into a plus b, where a is equal to root 2 and b is equal to root 3. Okay. Now what is a minus b into a plus b? A square minus b square. That is a square minus b square. Here a is root 2. So root 2 square minus b square. Root 3 square. Root 2 square is 2. 2 minus root 3 square 3. That is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 is a rational number. So root 2 minus root 3 into root 3 plus root 2 is a option A rational number. What is the greatest possible speed at which a man can walk 52 km and 91 km in an exact number of minutes? Option A 17 meter per minute, option B 7 meter per minute, option C 13 meter per minute, option D 26 meter per minute. Here the question is to find out the greatest possible speed at which a man can walk 52 km and 91 km. That is greatest common factor of 52 km and 91 km, right? 52 equal to 2 into 2. So 2 raised to 2 into 30. Now 91 equal to 7 into 30. 7 into 30. Now HCF of 52, 91 equal to, now what is HCF? HCF is the product of the smallest power of the common factor. So here common factors are 13 and 13, right? So 13. So answer is option C. Next, question number 23. The decimal expansion of number 441 by 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 3 into 7 has option A terminating decimal, option B non-terminating but repeating, option C non-terminating, non-repeating, option D terminating after 2 decimal places. First step, write down this number in its simplest form. That is 441 by 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 3 into 7. Okay, 441 is divisible by 7. That is 42, 6, 21, 3. So this one equal to 63 by 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to. Now we know that if the prime factorization of the denominator is in the form 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m, then the rational number has a terminating decimal expansion. Here the prime factors of the denominator is in the form 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m. So this rational number has a terminating decimal expansion. That is option A terminating decimal. Question number 24. What is the least number that must be added to 1056 so the number is divisible by 23? Option A 0, option B 3, option C 2, option D 1. Before doing this, consider a simple example, that is divide 9 by 5. That is 9 divided by 5, 1, 5, 4. Okay. Here remainder is equal to 4. Okay. That is remainder is not equal to 0, which implies 5 is not divisible by 9. Now subtract this remainder from divisor, that is 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay. Now add this 1 with your dividend, that is 9 plus 1, 10. Okay. Now consider this as new dividend. Now divide 10 by 5. 2. Remainder is equal to 0. Remainder is equal to 0, which implies 5 is a factor of 10. So here the least number that must be added to 9 so that this number is divisible by 5 is 1. Clear? In the same way we can do this problem. First step, divide 1056 by 23. 4 92 minus 3 136 5 115 1 2. Here remainder equal to 21. It is not equal to 0, which implies 23 is not divisible by 1056. Step 2, divisor minus remainder. Divisor is 23, that is equal to 23 minus remainder 21. 23 minus 21, that is equal to 2. Here we got 2 as the answer, right? So next step, add this answer to the dividend, that is 2 plus dividend. 2 plus dividend is 1056, that is equal to 1058. Step 4, divide 1058 by 23. Okay, question is to divide by 23, right? By 23. 1058 divided by 23. 4 92 minus 3 1 8 6 into 23 is 138, remainder 0. Okay, here we got remainder is equal to 0, which implies 23 is divisible by 1058. So the least number that must be added to 1056, so the number is divisible by 23 is 2. Okay, option C. Next, question number 25. If HCF of 1008, 20 equal to HCF of 20, A equal to HCF of A, B, where 1008 equal to 20 into Q plus A, 20 is equal to A into M plus B, where Q, A and M, B are positive integers satisfying Euclid's division lemma. What could be the values of A and B? Option A 24, 8, option B 20, 8, option C 10, 4, option D 8, 4. Find the HCF of 1008, 20 by Euclid division algorithm. Divide 1008 by 20. 5 into 20 is 100, remainder 8. Okay, 8 is smaller than 20, right? So 0. Next apply Euclid division lemma, that is dividend 1008 equal to divisor 20 into quotient 50 plus remainder 8. Next consider 20 as the new dividend and 8 as the divisor, that is 20 divided by 8, 16, 4. Now again apply Euclid division lemma. Dividend 20 is equal to 8 divisor into quotient 8 into 2 plus 4. Here divisor is 8, right? So consider 8 as new dividend and remainder is 4. Remainder as new divisor, divide. That is 8 divided by 4. 2, 8, remainder is 0. Again apply Euclid division lemma, that is dividend 8 equal to divisor 4 into quotient into 2 plus 0. Okay. Here we got remainder is equal to 0. Okay. So here HCF is 4. That is HCF of 1008, 20 equal to HCF of 20, 8 equal to HCF of 8, 4 equal to 4. Now compare this with our question. Look, here it is given HCF of 1008, 20 equal to HCF of 20, A. HCF of 20, A. So here A is 8. A equal to 8. Next HCF of A, B is equal to HCF of A. 8, B, that is 4. B is equal to 4. Next, where 1008 equal to 20 into Q plus A. That is 1008 is equal to 20 into 50. So Q is equal to 50 plus A equal to 8. A equal to 8 and Q is equal to 50. Okay. 20 is equal to A into M plus B. 20 is equal to A. A is 8. A is 8. A into M. A into M is 2. M is equal to 2. A into M plus B. B is 4. B is 4. Clear? Here question is to find out the value of what could be the values of A and B. So A equal to 8 and B is equal to 4. 8, 4. 8, 4. Option D. Next question number 26. The decimal expansion of the rational number 23 by 2 raised to 2 into 5 will terminate after option A 1 decimal place, option B 2 decimal places, option C 3 decimal places, option D more than 3 decimal places. First step, write down the given rational number in its simplest form. Here given rational number is 23 by 2 raised to 2 into 5. It is in its simplest form, right? Because 23 is a prime number. Next, here denominator is equal to 2 raised to 2 into 5. Second step, make the denominator in power of 10. Here denominator is 2 raised to 2 into 5. That is 2 into 2 into 5. Okay, we know that 2 5s are 10. Okay, 2 into 5 is 10 into remaining 2. Okay, in order to make denominator in power of 10, you need to multiply one more 5 with this denominator, right? Now whatever you are doing in the denominator, you should do in the numerator also. So next step, multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. Here our rational number is 23 by 2 raised to 2 into 5. 2 raised to 2 into 5. Okay. Now multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. That is into 5 by into 5. That is equal to 23 into 5 by 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 2. That is equal to 23 into 5 is 115 by 2 into 5 whole raised to 2. That is equal to 115 by 2 into 5, 10. 10 raised to 2. 115 by 10 raised to 2 means 120. Okay. That is equal to 115. Here 20. So after point 2 digits. 1, 2. The decimal expansion of the rational number 23 by 2 raised to 2 into 5 will terminate after 2 decimal places. Answer is option B. Next, question number 27. If n is any natural number, then which of the following expression ends with 0? Option A, 3 into 2 whole raised to n. Option B, 4 into 3 whole raised to n. Option C, 2 into 5 whole raised to n. Option D, 6 into 2 whole raised to n. Here 2 into 5 is 10, right? So for any natural number n, this value ends with 0. Option C is the answer. Question number 28. HCF of smallest 2-digit even number and smallest prime number is option A 3, option B 10, option C 2, option D 12. Okay. Smallest 2-digit even number. Smallest 2-digit even number is 10. Okay. Next is smallest prime number. Smallest prime number equal to 2. Question is to find out HCF of 10, 2. Okay. 10 is 2 into 5. Here factors equal to 2 only. Now what is HCF? HCF is the smallest power of the common factor. Here which one is the common factor? 2. And powers are same, isn't it now? So answer is 2. Option C. 28 option C. Question number 29. The value of x and y in the given figure are y splits into x and 4, x splits into 7 and 3. Okay. So x. Here the number x splits into 7 and 3, right? So x equal to 7 into 3. 7 into 3. 7 3s are 21. Okay. So we got x equal to 21. Next y splits to x and 4. So y is equal to x into 4. X into 4. Y equal to x. X is 21. 21 into 4. That is 84. So x equal to 21 and y is equal to 84. Option B. The HCF and LCM of two numbers are 33 and 264 respectively. When the first number is completely divided by 2, the quotient is 33. The other number is option A 66, option B 130, option C 132, option D 136. First line is the HCF and LCM of two numbers. Two numbers is not given, right? So first step, let x be the first number and y be the second number. So first number is x and the second number is y. Now consider the first line. That is the HCF and LCM of two numbers are 33 and 264 respectively. That is HCF of two numbers. Here we assumed first number equal to x and second number equal to y. So HCF of x comma y equal to 33 and LCM of two numbers x comma y equal to 264. Now consider the second line. When the first number is completely divided by 2, the quotient is 33. When the first number, here what is the first number? We assumed it as x, right? So when x, first number is x, is divided, completely divided by 2. That is when you divide, when x by 2, when you divide x by 2. Then what's the meaning of this completely divided? When you divide x by 2, remainder is equal to 0. That is completely divided means completely divisible. The quotient is 33. Quotient equal to 33. When you divide x by 2, then you will get quotient equal to 33 and remainder is equal to 0. First number is completely divided by 2. So here x is the dividend, right? So x, when x is divided by 2, then you will get quotient equal to 33 and remainder equal to 0. Okay. Next, apply Euclid division lemma. That is, here dividend x equal to, divisor is 2. 2 into quotient 33. 33 plus remainder 0. Okay. That is x equal to 2 into 33 is 66. So you got the value of first number. First number is x equal to 66. So here we got x equal to 66. Next we can find out the value of y by using the equation LCM of two numbers into x comma y into HCF of x comma y equal to x into product of the numbers, product of the two numbers, that is x into y. Here it is given it's LCM, first LCM, right? LCM of x comma y. So LCM of x comma y equal to 264. 264 into HCF of x comma y is 33. 33 equal to x into y, and x we got it as 66. 66 into y. Okay, this one we can write it as 66 into y is 66y equal to 264 into 33. Now y is equal to 264 into 33 by 66 to 1. 6, 3, 2. So value of y is equal to 132. So the other number is 132, option C.